How would you like to get up to 5 million SBA 7A and 504 funding? I welcome into this GoKapital SBA 7A and 504 review video, where I'm going to be uncovering everything you need to know about how to qualify for this, how it works, how you can use the funding and so forth, so you can power your business forward, building it, growing it, expanding, and even getting out of a tight pinch. But before I get started, if this is your first time watching me, I do come out with videos like this on alternative financing, all types of small business loans, from real estate financing to business loans, cash advances, and everything in between, as much as more opportunities for you to take advantage of online. So if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do so and click that bell notification icon so you don't miss a future video I come out with. Let's get right into this. So we're looking at the GoKapital SBA part of this equation. So I came underneath the business loan, SBA loans, and this is where we appeared. Now, what it's going to show you are a few things. Just if you have any questions, there's a phone number to call there. Business funding, it doesn't have to be complicated. And see, the thing is, with your business, you want some capital that you can use for the short term, for the long term. You have bigger purchases to be made and you want longer terms with lower interest. And I get that. That's why the SBA 7A program is actually like the most popular one out there. But I want to show you if you do qualify and how you can use this. And if you didn't qualify, what are the alternative options for you to take? So make sure, again, you hang on with me till the end of this video. So there'll be a little bit of an apply button there. The loan amounts, as you can see, from 200,000 up to 10 million for this one. And it does range, like I said, we can go up to 500, up to 5 million. But again, it depends on the type of program you're taking. So flexible prepayment. And then it says here from 3 to 25 year terms, the SBA loan rates are from 5% to 9%. So there again is that low interest rate, and you get a high amount of funding, and the amount of time you get to repay it, you see here it is 3 to 25 year terms. So what is an SBA loan? I'm sure you know about this. You've done your research. And you have been trying to find an alternative way away from the bank, and maybe you've searched other financing options and are wondering, is this the best way for me to go? So a small business loan backed by the U.S. Small Business Administration is the most affordable way to finance your business, with flexible terms and low interest rates that are accessible to American business owners and entrepreneurs who have well-established businesses with strong credit history. So without already getting into what are the actual minimum credit qualifications and how much revenue and how much time you have to have, you can already see what is expected. So an SBA loan is a form of a conventional financing that has very stringent requirements, which are partially guaranteed by the U.S. Small Business Administration and are issued by authorized lenders such as GoKapital, being one of many. And you're wondering, why would you want to go with them? So one thing that GoKapital has differentiated themselves in the marketplace along with other ways is it offers a ton of different solutions for you. It's like almost an all-in-one place, so you can get real estate financing. And if this is why you want an SBA 7A or a 504 CDC or whichever way you're looking at it, they specialize in a lot of these, and so you'll be able to get what you need from them. So if we were just talking about the real estate financing, we're talking about from hard money lenders all the way down to even applying for a mortgage loan, and you have tools and resources like a loan pre-qualifier. You have the business loan calculators, among many more things. And then they have the business loan of the equation, which are things like a merchant cash advance, all the way down to small business loans. You have personal loans, unsecured business term loans, equipment financing, and more. Even startup business loans and how that can work for you. And if you want to learn more about those alternative ways, if you want to qualify for an SBA loan, which I'll get into the eligibility requirements in here, I'll have some links for you down below in the description, some of my alternative options for even business loans, even real estate financing side of the equation. If you want to learn more about that, I have a specific video. So make sure to look for that down below, and links to these different places will be down there as well, so you can go ahead and check them out. So eligibility requirements. In order to expedite the process, you should have these certain documents ready before applying for your loan. Here's just some of what you'll need to apply for Small Business Loan Administration. Signed GoKapital loan application, which I will go ahead and show you to, and there will be one down below here that'll look similar to this, more or less, so you can go through this. and fill out that application and enter your details in there. But again, before you get started with that, completed personal financial statement, that's what we will need. And if you don't know enough about that, you can always click that. 12 months of business bank statements. Yes, we're requiring more bank statements than what you would see with like an unsecured business term loan, maybe equipment financing, the merchant cash advance, where at times we look at 3 to 4 months, even 6+ months of bank statements. Reason being is we are dealing with the government here, and we just want to look at those 2 years of business tax returns to verify income and what's been happening throughout the time. And so we can see that you are credible and there's nothing fraudulent going on in your accounts, and you are being trustworthy is the bottom line of what just about every lender looks at. Like when I send people to the underwriters and when they go through the lenders, then what the lenders are primarily focused on is, hey, is this a legit account or is this something fraudulent? That's why they always verify ownership. And if there are more than one, they like to go down the line to see kind of what's happening with a few other things in there too. So 2 years of personal tax returns, year-to-date financial statements. You're going to need a profit and loss statement, your balance sheet, and a copy of your recent credit score. So this is very common. Make sure you go ahead and do all of that. So an SBA 7A loan. The SBA 7A is the most popular loan program. The loan amounts on the SBA can go up to 5 million, and that's where I come back on that part. So business owners love it for its long-term and flexibility, and because you can use it to alleviate most of the business necessities that you have, making the loans more manageable for you as the borrower, which gives you a far less hassle-free time, right? You can get through the process much faster without having to worry about hiccups here and there and how to manage all of it. Could it be used to purchase or lease equipment and machinery, inject working capital into your business, refinance existing debts, purchase an existing business, purchase furniture, construction and remodeling, acquiring real estate, fulfill seasonal inventory demands, and much more. Here on the right side, we see the SBA's features, and we'll quickly go through these. So you can get up to 5 million. The funding time, it is in 30 to 60 days. So don't expect it to be a quick same day instant approval in a 24-hour and about 5-day situation. As you see with other ways, lowest interest rates are from 5% to 9%, as I just said earlier. Long repayment terms from 3 to 25 years. Great for businesses that need working capital. So similar to a small business loan, unsecured business term loan, even a secured business term loan, and then you have merchant cash advances and stuff like that. Great. Okay, so funds can be used for general business purposes. The most affordable way to obtain financing for your business. Here are the loan requirements, and this is kind of where we get to that nitty-gritty part. So the credit score FICO, you have to have above a 680. Now, this is what you will see across all boards, with mostly all types of SBA loans, and they want a strong credit profile. They want to know, are you making your payments on time? How fast are you paying them? How much are you taking on at once over the time? Credit limits, things like this are going to be a factor. And if you are somebody who has a lower FICO credit score, we're talking about just personal, going through things like Experian, then it will just rule you out, to be honest. There is no like flexibility with that, saying that you can have higher revenue. Listen, I spoke to a few people the other day for not just the SBA 7A, but a few other things. And they're like, well, they wanted equipment financing. They have the revenue, but they don't have the FICO and they don't have the amount of time in business. And so, especially with the trucking industry, which I was helping a few people out, it's more of a higher risk, and they get somebody funding, it just boosts up the requirements. So you just have to be able to build that credit profile up and go through building up your personal and then going through and building up. Also, I suggest you build up your business credit. And if you want to learn how to build business credit as well, I'll leave more information down below. You can learn about a program and what's been able to help me get access to it, and I'll show you the inside of it, and a few other things as well. So no recent bankruptcies, tax liens, or foreclosures. Collateral might be required if the loans are above $25,000, a very common thing, especially with things like the SBA EIDL, when you're getting to an expected like over $500,000 or so, when there's some collateral to put down. you have to expect that. So the business must be physically located in the US, no exception there. I'm sure you knew that. If you've done your research already, this might not be the first video you've come to. And here's a benefit of this. If you're asking yourself, how much will it cost? How much can I get? What is going to be the interest rate estimated? Then you can use this calculator here, where on the left side of the equation here, it says business funding. It doesn't have to be complicated. You can get up to 5 million. Funding time, again, it isn't 30 to 60 days in that window. And again, don't expect it to be that fast. Now, if you want an alternative, you can take on a merchant cash advance, or you can take a hybrid. So GoKapital does offer you the merchant cash advances up to about 5 million there, 3 to 18 month terms. The minimum credit score, we don't really look at that. The annual revenue, though, is required of a 30,000 plus per month with time in business, 1 year, and cost of capital, but it's 1.20 to 1.49 factor rates with the time to approve of 24 hours. But what if you can't get that? Or what if you wanted something with better rates and better terms? Or one where you can get started just for a minimum requirement entrance? Then I recommend a company like David Allen Capital Link, where you can get up to 2 million incredibly fast within a day or two of approval, funds deposited in your account as a few days, as much as a week, depending on your needs and your circumstances. And they can even get you up to 25,000 same day instant approval funding with no interest rates, no collateral, and no hard credit checks. That's right, we calculate this on total payback, and we do a soft pull so it won't hurt your credit score. And so here is the Bank Breezy program. That's what it is. And here are the immediate approval requirements with 5,000 plus monthly bank revenue with the business checking account, 6 months in business, a 450 plus FICO credit score, and all industries are included. You know, you get payment history that earns you more. Add-on funds are available, receive funds time and time again, and you get these early pay discounts unlike any other. So that'll be down below in the description if you want to learn more about David Allen Capital and their Bank Breezy, up to 25K and even up to 2 million with a few other services in there. So make sure to refer to that for the working capital side of the equation, where you can get a lump sum of it. And other content will be down there below as well. But coming back to this calculator, so we don't get too sidetracked, how much do you need? And then you can move the barometer or the meter here. We'll say 977,000 just to estimate. And then the estimated interest rates will go with a 7%, a loan term of 7 years, and you get up to 25 there, as you can see, and that is a payment of $14,753 per month. And you have to take into consideration sometimes when you get the longer loan terms, you're going to see a higher monthly amount estimated. And it's the thing like where you go into a car dealership, right, where they tell you, okay, well, we can give you more, we can give you better daily payment or better monthly payments, but you have to put more down. So it's not exactly the same thing. We're not talking about cars here, but you have to think about, okay, the estimated interest rate can be a little bit low, but I'm going to have possibly a bigger monthly payment. But the longer you go in time, and even if the estimated interest rate was higher, you see as we go high up to 9% at the max there is what I'm showing you, and we can move the meter here all the way over to the 25-year mark, we get a payment of $8,647 at our $977,458. So take that into the consideration. And if you were somebody who wanted a lower amount of monthly payment and you didn't qualify for the SBA 7A here or anywhere else, then again, I recommend somebody like David Allen Capital's up to 2 million, even up to 25,000. Although GoKapital does have their other solutions. They have things like an unsecured business term loan, and then equipment financing and a few other things in there, merchant cash advance and the business line of credit. Those might be intriguing and might be able to be down your alley, but I'm not saying that you can always qualify for them. And so those are some of the other options that I won't go too into detail in this video. I speak about the other types of business loans and a different one that I'll link to down below. And then you have the SBA CDC 504 loan program, was designed for businesses that wish to purchase fixed assets for expansion or modernization, such as business equipment, machinery, furniture, or commercial real estate. It requires a low down payment. You're starting at 10%, and that is really low. And it provides fixed interest rates with long repayments periods. CDC 504 loans are popular among businesses that are planning to buy and build owner-occupied commercial properties, as you may know. However, these businesses have to occupy at least 51% of the commercial building. So SBA loan features up to 10 million, and that's where the SBA 504 comes in. Terms 10 to 20 years, funding time 30 to 60 days. The requirements: businesses must have a net worth of less than 15 million. Businesses must have an average net income less than 5 million after taxes for the preceding 2 years. If you're not sure which loan program is right for you, GoKapital can help. You can talk to one of the specialists, or you can talk back to me, and I'll go ahead and give you that information. And so, how can I get an SBA guaranteed loan? There's a little bit of information there, and you're going to see the overall minimum requirements for all of the 680 plus credit score, time in business 2 years, annual revenue of 500,000 when we're talking about something like SBA guaranteed loans. Additional requirements: profitability on tax returns is 50% to 30% credit history, no recent bankruptcies, charge-offs or settlements, overdrafts and negative days, it's less than 5 per year. And how can you use the funds? And there's just a little bit of information here, and if you want to give them a call, but all this information will be down below, and then the links will be there as well, as you'll expect something like this to come across, where you'll fill out the business information, your owner information, and then docs and confirmation. So it's a very streamlined process online. You can fill out, as you can see, what you will get there. And if you are in the real estate financing world and you'd like to learn more about the real estate financing programs GoKapital offers and all real estate financing, make sure to get those videos and that content down below in the description. You'll have everything in detail that you would like to know about that. I'm helping out a lot of people in different industries, not only in real estate financing through GoKapital, but also for like business loans and what they need for all types of industries. So all of that, again, will be down below in the description to learn. And if you want to learn more about the whole GoKapital program as a whole, where I can cover everything from business loans to real estate financing and all in between, then that video will also be down there and below in the description. So make sure you refer to that. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave me them down below in the comment section. I'd like to hear from you. Did you get value out of this? What are you missing? What would you like to get help with? And for my email and everything else, my social media handle in that description to get started.